Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna Joe's Retro World. Today we're gonna be upgrading my Super Nintendo that's just looking just aged. She really needs some help, y'all. Into this ultimate limited edition atomic purple clear. Look at that. That's like glassy clear replacement shell, y'all, for my Super Nintendo. Look how beautiful that is, y'all. Oh my god. I've seen videos of it a year ago from other YouTubers that they get it first before anybody because they got 100,000, 200,000 subscribers. Little old me, I appreciate every single one of y'all 3,200 and I think it's like 79 something like that subscribers right now. Appreciate y'all. Yes, yes. But yeah, y'all, I finally was able to afford this. I got the email the other day and it said, hey, it's in stock in limited quantities. Do you wish to place an order? I went over there and sure enough, yeah, I was able to place the order. I got it 3 days later, y'all. 3 days later, yeah, I ordered this Tuesday of this week. Here it is Friday, the 8th, right? And here I am making a video. Now, it came out in perfect timing because recently I have purchased the capacitor kits to redo the capacitors on my Super Nintendo and on my Super Famicom back there. Both of these have the same motherboard, so I ordered the identical capacitor kits right here, and I've done it. I've changed them. They both work great now. The Super Famicom used to take about 15 minutes to warm up before it showed a video. This Super Nintendo actually worked great from the get-go, okay? I've never had to do nothing to it but clean it a little bit with alcohol and just to get the games going. But other than that, it's run great. So now that I've changed the capacitors from console 5, the who make it really almost pretty easy, but I'm gonna have to make a video showing you how to order from console 5. Yeah, that's another video, y'all, so go check that out. I'll show you how to order and the correct capacitor kit for your Super Nintendo, okay, because it's a little complicated. But yeah, I went ahead and did a full capacitor kit on this, and she's running great. I've actually got her all cleaned up. Oh, yeah. So Super Nintendo, she's done me great, y'all. She really has. But it's time for a new shell. So in here, I did a full capacitor kit. Got her all nice and clean as I can possibly get her. So now that I transfer all her guts over to here, oh man, I can't wait to see y'all. Now right here, yes, I do have some painted, controller ports. So instead of being the original color like this, or even for the bottom piece, let me show what I mean. So now I painted the top of this. So this trap door is painted white, whereas everything else is the original Nintendo color. So we're going to see how this clashes once I transfer everything over to the new shell. So yeah, let's get that going. First, let's do the bottom right here. Now you're going to use all your original screws from this inside, okay? So you're going to use the original screws for your power and for your motherboard, okay? Those transfer over. But when it goes to the shell, they give you 6 new, Phillip head screws to use for underneath. So for the 6 points under here, it's going to be new Phillip head screws, okay? Don't reuse the ones they give you from the factory of that you remove from these. Yeah, you're not going to use those no more. And what I'm talking about is these. Sorry. These are the security bit special little screws that Nintendo likes to use on their Super Nintendos and Super Famicoms. And then you have to use a little special little wrench, like this, that fits it. So yeah, instead of doing that, you can just use a regular Phillips head screwdriver and secure them down. All right, let's check it out. Let's start doing this, y'all. I'm so excited. So let's get this going. We're going to start by just laying the top to the side. And I do have the little piece that goes on the bottom here. Okay. It would have been nice if they would have made this too, but it's okay. Now, I already removed all my screws. I'm going to link a description to a video showing you how to completely take apart a Super Nintendo. It's very easy. Just make sure you don't lose this little spring. Just bringing it straight over. Dropping it down. Now, I'll remove the RF shielding because I want it to show the beauty of the chips. Also, I'll remove the RF shielding from underneath. This was underneath the motherboard. I want to be able to pick it up and look underneath and see the beauty of the board with all the circuitry and the solder points and everything. I don't want to see just an ugly cover. You know what I'm saying? So I'm removing that. All right. So let's move this over. All right. So now with the original screws, we're going to go through and we're going to secure this down. So let me move this camera over and everything real quick. Now, one thing that helps me is I always draw a diagram of my console and I mark everything out. And also I lay all the screws on here. So when I got all these screws and I took them all out, like the two for the power switch, I put them separate right here. And then the one that goes right here in the bottom corner, I put it here on the paper, vice versa. So I always lay the screws everywhere they're supposed to go in accordance to put them back so I don't forget one. So that's how I go and remember to put all the screws back, because trust me, y'all, there's a lot of times when I'm like, where does this screw go? So yeah, get a little diagram and mark everything as you're taking it apart. That way you can remember how everything goes back together. Pictures are good, videos are good. It all helps. Now, I'm not tying these completely because I want to make sure that I'm not stressing any one point. I want to make sure that I got it completely set like it's supposed to. I cleaned this with 99% alcohol. I went to, Wally World, and I try to get some 91%, and it works okay, y'all. But you can find some stronger concentration on Amazon. It's a little more expensive, but just only spend like $5 to $10. Don't spend a lot. Don't spend a whole bunch. It doesn't make any sense. All right. I still got to do some final tightening, like I said. Oh, sorry. Whoops, sorry. Uh-oh. I always put it there by mistake. I don't know why I do that. I always get that spot wrong. It's right here. These are the big silver ones. Okay, so if you... Now, I'll also replace the 5-volt regulator right here with the updated version. Apparently, you don't need a heat sink with it, but to me, just the system wouldn't look right without that big old heat sink. I'm used to seeing it, so we're gonna go ahead and leave it. So I'm gonna give these their final tightening down, basically. Not to over tighten, because it is just plastic. So you don't wanna Don't want to ruin nothing. All right, I did something wrong, so let me get back with you. Hold on. Alrighty, yo, that was a workout because this thing has little tabs that want to be able to go through those little holes right here next to the screw. So like the factory, so that they line up perfect. Well, because this is aftermarket, it doesn't line up perfect. So I couldn't secure my motherboard completely flush. And it had those little tabs going in 3 other locations. So I ended up having to cut them off just so that my motherboard can lay flat like it was supposed to, y'all. Yes, and of course, screwing in into new plastic, it's a little rough. So yeah, it was a little hard, but that's normal, okay? So I'm not complaining about that. What I'm complaining about is that I had to end up cutting those tabs. I didn't like that. I didn't like that I had to cut plastic just to make it work, and I paid $114 for this shell, y'all. Yeah, $114. You expect it to be perfect, but I got the bottom going. All I gotta do now is go ahead and put the power button and the 2 screws. So let's put that in, nice and secure. Now on a side note, I had to go through and wipe everything on the inside of fingerprints because I was touching everything, assembling it. And yeah, I wanted to make sure there was no fingerprints on the inside and outside. But yeah, that's the bottom. Yeah, the bottom looks really sexy, y'all. Look at that. See, that's why I took off the heat shield, the RF shield, because I wanted to be able to see the whole circuitry. I wanted to be able to see it all, y'all. And I think this white accent is gonna look actually pretty. So let's get the top part and do the top. Now here with the top part, I'm gonna be removing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. This one can stay, but I'm gonna have to remove everything else. I forgot too. So yeah, you gotta remove this one to remove this little thing to get another one in the bottom here. Yeah, you remove that arm, and then you got another screw in the bottom. That's the last one. Be careful with this little spring right here. When you go to remove it gently and put it back gently. You remove the base and you'll be able to take the little flap and then push your buttons, little tab in at the same time that you're pushing them out. Just do both sides like that gently. That way, that way you don't break them. Don't shoot them out like that. All right. All right, y'all. So I'm transferring over these little switches to here, and this thing presses in there and does not move. So when I go to do the reset button, I'm gonna have to really push it back. Power button, loose, but the reset button is. Oh wait, is it the power button? Oh, okay. So no, it's the power button. Okay, that's fine. Power button could be tight. Okay, I was tripping. So let's push this down. All right. Reset button in, and then let's do the power button. So power button's like that. All right. Got our power buttons. Let's wipe it down from fingerprints. So I went ahead and secured the whole bottom, but check this out, y'all. Yeah. This power button, yeah, it's super stiff. Now I managed to actually scratch it. Look right there. Yeah, I scratched it with my fingernail. Scratched it with my fingernail over here, y'all. So yeah, this plastic, if you're not careful, this thing is gonna be scratched up to hell very quickly. It is nice looking, but you're gonna have to be very careful with it, y'all. Yeah, this is kind of scary. I'm gonna wipe it off with fingerprints and then put it together. Hmm. So it only gave me 5 screws, not 6. Huh. That kind of sucks. I guess I have to use one of the security bit ones. The original. I guess we can do that here. Let's see. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. Let's check this out on. So check it out, y'all. So from this, oh my God, this was ugly compared to this. Look at it. Oh my God, y'all. I never knew it would be this beautiful. I did not know. This is totally worth $114. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was so lucky that I was able to get this atomic purple. I'm going to go later and remove these pieces that are white and possibly paint them purple to match, you know? Yeah, I can take this back out and just literally paint it to match this colors. What do you think, y'all? Oh my God. I hope you like this video, y'all. Go out there and completely restore your Super Nintendo and swap out the shell just like I did. That way you can have 30 years of one of the most beautiful, God, look at that sexy console out there in the world. Okay, y'all. Until next time, peace and much love from Joe's Retro World. I forgot. Let me show you what it looks like turned on. Well, she's going to sit here, y'all, and this is her new life in her new shell. Just looking gorgeous. When you go to turn her on, she got a little beautiful LED light you can see now. I wish there was more lights on the inside, y'all. That would just be too beautiful. But yeah, everything's working great. Yeah, she's working good. All right, y'all. Until next time, peace and much love from Joe's Retro World.